It's all kicking off now in the Alabasta arc. I'm watching and reviewing every single episode of One Piece, so make sure to follow if you're interested. But it really feels like everything is coming to a head in this episode. Luffy and the Straw Hats are heading directly to Crocodile, to Rain Base. Vivi has managed to be convinced by Luffy that they need to get rid of the root cause. They need to get rid of Crocodile. Taking out or talking to the rebel army isn't going to be enough to stop people dying, to stop this war from happening. They need to expose Crocodile. They need to defeat him, and they need to make sure that everybody knows exactly who Crocodile is, and he needs to be gone, essentially, because Crocodile is the one that's caused all of this. He's caused the drought. He's caused the people to turn against each other. And as the king says in this episode, a country is its people, which I thought was a really powerful statement. The king himself got a lot of respect from me in this episode because he's actually following through with his words. He said he would die for his people. He would die to save this country. And he's proving it with his actions. He's sending off his army directly to Crocodile, as he received the letter from Vivi from Karoo, which I completely forgot was even happening, to be honest. But Karoo managed to deliver the message to the king that, Crocodile is the one causing all of this. So, the king's going to stay in the castle while the rebel army potentially attack, leaving himself completely exposed, as his army will be heading towards Crocodile. But he believes if, the castle falls, it is what it is. But the citizens can rebuild if Crocodile is taken out, because, like you said, the country is its people. And with Crocodile running everything and manipulating everyone and turning everyone against each other and just destroying the country from the inside out, that rebuild could potentially never happen. And the king recognizes that. So I got a lot of respect for him because he was really following through with his words about protecting the country and its people and saving it. There was also a scene with Koza where there was a kid essentially asking him if he can join the rebel army, and Koza refuses to accept a kid into it because he knows of the dangers of war and fighting. He even shows an example of one of his team members, one of the rebel army, who's essentially missing part of his shoulder and an arm. And I mean, he has plenty other examples, I'm sure, but I believe he saw a part of himself in that kid, part of how he was when he was little, and he doesn't want him to have to experience these sort of things, which, I mean, a lot of respect for Koza. He also said it annoyed him because he hasn't changed one bit, so he understands where the kid's coming from. He sympathizes with him. But, it's no place for a kid, and he does recognize that. The citizens of Alabasta, including the rebel army, are not bad people at all. They have just been thoroughly manipulated by a master manipulator in Crocodile. Crocodile is now very aware that the Straw Hats are in Rain Base and that they are coming for him, and he has sent out Miss All Sunday in order to take care of them. Also, Smoker and Tashigi happen to be in Rain Base as well, and they are pursuing Luffy and the Straw Hats, and obviously Tashigi is pursuing Zoro too. So that chase is happening right now. There's quite a lot of moving parts that are going on at the moment, and it's very exciting. I cannot wait for the confrontation between the Straw Hats and Crocodile and see how that all goes. I wonder if Crocodile's going to actually get his hands dirty and start fighting back himself, or he's just going to have Missile Sunday and the Baroque Works take care of these people. I suppose it depends how it goes, how Luffy and the Straw Hats deal with the Baroque Works, but just the inevitable confrontation of Luffy and Crocodile and that happening is super, super exciting. It's always fun just watching Luffy absolutely charge people, do you know what I mean? Like he did with Arlong or Wapol. Just, I hope he gets to do the same with Crocodile because it's going to be the best. There's also a little moment in this episode I really love where Usopp tries to drink the water that Toto gave to Luffy, and Luffy outright refuses. He probably hasn't actually drank any, or at least he's drank very little, because he knows exactly what Toto has been through to get that for him. And Luffy has been the one consuming the most through this journey through Alabasta in the desert, eating all that food, drinking all the water that they've had essentially. But he understands that this is different. This is a different situation, and that this water that Toto got for him is very precious. And I just thought that said a lot about Luffy. I mean, we know he's a very kind and empathetic person, really, even though he's very boisterous. But I just thought that was a really nice scene. But yeah, things are really starting to kick off now, so let's see what happens.